changed. Okay, so an additional challenge that boys in particular may face is toxic masculinity. So toxic masculinity is incredibly complex and something that has developed over many years. All of the topics that we've spoken about tonight so far, we could have spent the whole session talking about, but this one in particular is the most difficult to summarise. So let's try and start with what it is. So toxic masculinity can be described as a set of cultural norms that are associated with men and boys and ultimately do harm to our men and boys. Toxic masculinity is often linked with suicide, and we sadly know that around 75% of all suicides are men. So toxic masculinity is that idea around how society treats boys and men. We have some examples on screen which kind of show how we have this idea around how boys and men must be strong, shouldn't cry. That idea that boys being told to man up if they hurt themselves would also fall under this category. Toxic masculinity is nobody's fault. We are all born with this bias. In fact, research has even shown us that people will treat a baby bump differently if they know that that baby bump is a boy compared to a girl. People tend to be rougher with a boy bump and more gentle with a girl bump. They will also talk to that bump differently and use a slightly different tone of voice. So this stuff really is so unconscious, and like I said before, has developed over many years. But we know that these societal norms of how we treat boys and girls differently will impact our young people. By using these phrases of boys, such as don't be a wimp, be a man, or don't be a pussy, will go on to impact the rest of their lives. So it might impact how they seek help in the future, for example. We all know those statistics around men going to the doctors far less than women. It will impact how they see themselves and how they will see women and girls. We cannot solve this issue overnight. It will take years, but we can all do our bit by staying mindful around how we treat our boys and young men compared to how we potentially treat our girls. Despite them maybe not showing us as much as a girl might, they need just as much nurturing, support, and love. So another